This is how you make sure your car is ready for a long trip. This is my 1997 4Runner, and I'm about to drive this thing 6 hours to the beach. So let's check it out and make sure it's good. Now the first thing I did is checked out my tires, and I noticed that 2 of them were a little low. So I went ahead and bought 2 new ones, put them on the rear, and took the rear ones, which were better than the front, unusually so, and I put them on the front. I also changed the oil to make sure it was nice and clean and make sure it was nice and full. You always want to double check the coolant in your radiator, make sure it's full, and then double check the reservoir and make sure it has enough in it. And it looks like I need to top that off. Now I'm going to start the engine so I can check the transmission fluid. And luckily this old Toyota has a dipstick, so we can tell that it's nice and full. Now since I have a lift, I'm going to check my suspension components too. We go 3 and 9 to check tire rods, and then we go 12 and 6 to check wheel bearings. Everything's tight. Now I'm going to double check the rear diff. Now it's very important to check a rear diff before you go on a long trip, because this thing's going to be doing a lot of work to get you down the road for 7 hours. And as long as you got gear oil running out, that means it's nice and full. And that's all we need to see. Now this thing will be going off road, so we're also going to check the front diff as well. Now same deal, we just want to make sure it's running out just like so. And that's all we got to see. And last but certainly not least is the transfer case. And we're going to be using this a lot since we'll be going off-road all week. Whew. And once again, same deal. Just want to make sure there's enough gear oil to run out of the check plug. Just like that. We're also going to grease my upper and lower ball joint. That'll keep this thing nice and safe going off-road. Now while we're down here, we also want to make sure there's no major leaks, and we don't see any. All the leaks I see is what I call just frame protection. Just a little bit of oiled seepage to keep the frame nice and wet so it doesn't rust out. With everything else looking nice and pretty under here, I think we're all but ready to hit the road. Now you'll see me and this thing next week on the beach. Stay dirty and subscribe.